Welcome to the C204 Research video series brought to you by the Business Via Library. Case assignments aren't like typical assignments. There's not one right answer, and you can't just look up a solution. In business, just because something has worked in the past doesn't mean it's a sure thing moving into the future. So you can learn things from the successes of other companies, but you can't replicate their successes by following a recipe. Because your client is a unique, real-life business with their own set of real-world problems, you have to build a custom answer by putting together information from various sources. In other words, these videos will help you find useful information, but you have to decide what to do with that information. In this video, we'll start with the background information you'll need. All of the databases mentioned in these videos can be found on the Research Guide for C204, located in the Library Research Guide tab of Canvas. For any case, the most important thing is to be sure you understand the client and what they're asking for. Make sure to read the case document very carefully and explore the sources linked on the last page. Explore every corner of Clementine's website to get familiar with their products, services, and locations. Also pay close attention to their brand personality. How does the company represent itself? What does the language and imagery on the site communicate about the brand and its target customers? Next, do the same for the competition. Clementine's is a premium, niche brand, so focus on similar companies like Salt and Straw, Ondia's, Frankie and Joe's, and Jenny's. Check out their websites and also search for business news about the companies in databases like Nexus Uni and Factiva. Try putting the company name in quotes with and ice cream to make sure you can quickly find relevant sources. It's also important to understand the larger industry in which these companies operate. Search IBISWorld for industry reports like this one on ice cream production and this one on ice cream stores. These reports detail trends in the industry as well as providing breakdowns of product and market segments and explaining pressures and potential obstacles from within and outside the industry. Note that Clementine's is already capitalizing on trends mentioned in the report, such as appealing to those with dietary restrictions, like vegans, and has already followed key advice given here, such as develop a clear market position. In other words, the main values in these reports are understanding what factors and forces impact and influence the industry as a whole, and also how Clementine's is different than the big players that dominate the market. Once you have an understanding of the client, the competition, and the industry, you can move on to researching the case questions, which are all about communicating with the consumer. The same databases will be useful for all of the case questions, so the other videos will explain how to use these databases and offer suggestions for reports you may find useful.